This video is going to make some people mad. If you are struggling staying consistent in the gym, in this video I'm going to give you 5 reasons why and what you can do about it so you can finally stay consistent and finally see the changes in your body that you want. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up? My name is Schuyler. I'm the founder of Reach Fat Loss and Fitness, where our goal is to help you lose weight and keep it off, and do it without the sucky or strict dieting, without weighing all your food, counting all your calories, and definitely without having to eat 5 or 6 times a day. The information in this video, as well as all the other videos I've put out, has helped clients of mine lose weight, see amazing results, feel amazing, and the goal with these videos is to help you do the same. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell. If this video helps you, make sure you click that like button. And if you are interested in learning about what we do and hopping on a free strategy call to create a custom plan together, you can check out the link in the description for a free training and a page where you can find my calendar to book a call. So why can't you stay consistent at the gym? So the thing here is that everybody's different, right? No person's one situation is the same as another. However, there are underlying principles of why you are unable to stay consistent. And the truth is, number one, and the most important, is there's a chance you just aren't committed enough. Look, there are so many reasons to miss a workout. Life gets busy. Happens. But at the end of the day, the people who are able to stay consistent are the ones who are committed to making it a priority. If you set up a job interview for your dream job, I don't care what came up, you would do whatever possible to make it to that interview. If your boss told you had to be in at 9 a.m., guess what? You're showing up at 9 a.m. And so the difference here of why you can't stay consistent with your workouts is you have to accept the fact that you haven't prioritized it enough. You haven't been committed enough. There's a big truth in taking personal responsibility and realizing that it's not your boss's fault. It's not the fact that you stayed late at work. It's not that you have another responsibility at the home. It is because you have not chosen to stay committed. When I was working as an accountant, I started my job at 9 a.m. We would leave the office 10 p.m., 11 p.m., sometimes past midnight. I was also starting a business, so I was waking up early to work on my business before going into the office, and I still made going to the gym a priority. I woke up an hour earlier so that I could get my workout in. So plain and simple, number one, if it's not a priority, you're not going to be able to stay consistent, no matter all the other things that we're going to talk about. And so step number one is committing to making it happen, treating it the same as a job interview, treating it the same as a commitment you made to a friend, showing up even when things get busy. And this leads me to number 2, right? If you have committed, if you've made the choice, I'm going to get in a workout no matter what. Number 2, the reason you're not staying consistent is because you're not scheduling it in. How can you expect to prioritize the gym or your workout if you don't have a specific time that you're gonna go? Because guess what? If you just say I'm gonna go tomorrow, life is gonna happen. Life is gonna get in the way, things are gonna pull your attention, and you're gonna get to the end of the day and you're either gonna be too tired and you're gonna make an excuse to not go, or you're just not gonna have enough time to make it a priority. And so once you've committed, the next step is making sure that you plan it in daily. Put it in your calendar, write it down, decide on a time for when you're gonna go to the next day. If it's not scheduled in, there's a high probability that's not gonna happen. And the important part here is that when you schedule it in and you plan it, again, you treat it the same as a job interview. You wouldn't plan a job interview and then just skip it because something comes up that takes your attention. You would prioritize it and make it happen. Third reason you struggle staying consistent is because you don't have a workout plan, or you don't have one that you enjoy. I get it. If you don't have a specific plan to follow, if you haven't been working out very long, if you don't really know what you're doing, it can be overwhelming to try to follow a plan. But the truth is, if you show up to the gym or you show up to your workout and you don't have something to do and you're trying to figure out what's next in the moment, it's not going to be an enjoyable workout and you're not going to be motivated to go again the next day. One of the best things you can do is follow a specific plan. Now, everybody's going to be different here. There are millions of free workout plans online if you have access to a gym, or even just bodyweight workouts. If you want something a little bit personalized, there are coaches such as myself to create custom workout plans for you. But wherever you're at, following a plan is going to give you so much more motivation to stay consistent. If you know you have a plan with 4 workouts that you have to hit in the week, guess what? You're going to be much more likely to plan in those 4 workouts and make them a priority. So stop going to the gym and just playing around with equipment. Stop half-assing it. Follow a specific plan and execute on the days that you've committed to executing. This brings me to number 4. The 4th reason I believe that you struggle with staying consistent with working out is because your workouts are too intense. Look, if you are dragging your heels to your workout because you know it's going to be difficult, there is a high likelihood that you are not going to stay consistent. I consider myself an extremely disciplined person when it comes to my workouts, and this month I'm training for a very intense hike, and my workouts are hard. And guess what? This hike is in a little over a month. If I was working out like this every day with no end in sight, I would absolutely be overwhelmed and burnt out. But number 1, I built a lot of discipline to showing up, and when I commit to something, I do it. And number 2, there's an end in sight. I know in a month I can go back to my regular training schedule, which is less intense, doesn't require as much consistent effort. I'm not doing stuff stuff to get my heart rate crazy high, and it's a workout style that I enjoy. And the truth is, you don't need workouts to jack up your heart rate and to be an intense hour straight to burn fat and to feel good and to get in shape and healthy. In fact, for a lot of people, that's actually counterintuitive because you're spiking that hormone cortisol, which can create a lot of issues in the body. And so don't feel like you have to have all these workouts that are super, super intense. One of the reasons I love weight training is because you can go intense for 30 to 60 seconds and then you rest for 2, 3, 4 minutes. It's not this constant beat down where it's just like, oh, I'm so tired and I just have to keep going. Give yourself the opportunity to recuperate. So the reasons you can't stay consistent are you're not committed enough. You don't schedule your workouts in. You haven't followed a workout plan. Your workouts are too intense. And the final reason is because, plain and simple, you haven't been held accountable. Look, the truth is, for most people, self-accountability is not enough. Most people haven't built the trust with themselves to set commitments and to follow through. And there's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to accept that that's where you're at. But if that is you and you set these commitments and you set these goals and you find yourself compromising and making excuses and not following through, one of the best things that you can do is get accountable. I've worked with plenty of people who've come in and said, I cannot stay consistent. I struggle with weight loss. I struggle with my workouts. I struggle executing. And as soon as they invest in my program and as soon as they know we have our weekly check-ins and everything else to make them feel held accountable, they're on top of it. I've literally had people who have called themselves lost causes, and as soon as they invest, they have not missed a single workout throughout the entirety of our program. And so don't underestimate the value of getting held accountable. Now, do you need to pay for a coach? I encourage it, but no. If you have someone in your life who you truly care about the opinion of and who's truly going to hold you accountable, use what we talked about in this video and tell them, hey, I'm following this plan. I'm working out this many days a week. This is what I'm going to do. If I don't do it, I'm going to pay you $100 per workout I miss. Or create some other consequence that actually makes you feel held accountable. Let that switch turn because, again, there's no shame in admitting that self-accountability isn't enough for right now. That's something that you can build over time. But personally, even I still have a long way to go with self-accountability. When I take on big challenges, I document them on YouTube. Number one, to inspire you guys to create content, but also so I can feel held accountable. I have had times where 100% I was convincing myself to stop a workout or to quit a workout or to skip a workout. And in my mind, I think of my clients. I think of my followers on Instagram and on YouTube. And that allows me to step into no, I am the person who follows through on my workout because I feel held accountable by you guys. And so don't feel shame in getting held accountable. And if you are looking for a community of people to hold you accountable, for a coach to hold you accountable, I highly encourage you to check the training in the description of this video. It's going to lay out our fat loss system. And if you think it's a good fit, you can schedule a time to talk with me on the phone. In that call, we create a free fat loss plan for you. And then if it's a good fit, we can talk about what working together would look like. But don't let your lack of self-accountability be the reason that you don't execute. Find someone to hold you accountable so that you have that motivation, that commitment to see it through. All right, if this video helped you, make sure you click that like button. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel. Feel free to check out some of the other videos that I have released. And with that being said, of course, as always, make sure to eat smart, move more, sleep deep, and be grateful for this moment. I'll see you in the next video.